Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Open Hearts. Today is
Wait, are we
episode
live?
34. Yes, we're live.
Okay.
Yes, you
All
started
right.
doing the talky thing.
When I start talking, we are live.
I was just very surprised because you didn't do the countdown.
I'm tired. Welcome back to a
No, it's
very
okay.
sleepy fucking session. Oh, God. Existing is pain. I wish to sleep forever. It's becoming cold outside, and I wish to hibernate like the bear I am.
Ha 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 ha.
I need to get rid of the bot.
I just got it.
She understands.
It took me a second.
She
Jade's
understands.
understanding.
I'm
The
getting
learning.
there, guys. I'm becoming too powerful if I'm learning the ways of aloe people.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, look at what we have to do just to achieve a fraction of your power.
Mhm.
Bold of you to assume I still get anything done, though.
Yeah.
Like, I just procrastinate with other things.
Distractions.
Oh god, I need to figure out how to friggin' get rid of the bot, because the fundraiser's over.
As you can see,
Motherfucker.
chat, we're all kind of tired today.
Or I'll
And
just
that's
hear.
okay. We're existing. I'm gonna eat. Fuck. I'm gonna eat an Oreo.
Oreos are good.
Nice. Well, if you remember last session, the party made it to Creedhile, in the capital, where they met with three lords, had a small meeting, and then were going to be just sort of waiting around before having dinner. And Tagok was unfortunate enough to uncover some more secrets. Curse her
Again.
and her ability to find things out. She discovered that one of the lords, Vivel, was beginning to have doubts about his paternal figure. And even though Tagok knew of it, she refused to allude to anything, trying to, you know, she didn't want to be the one to tell him. But that did not stop him from seeking out other people who he thought might have information, that individual being Chatu. This led to a confrontation in the palace gardens, where Vivel snapped a little bit. He was quite upset about, well, everything. The fact that he had been lied to all his life by his mother. After that, the party had a slightly awkward dinner with three lords. And then, as night fell, they decided to leave for Brightwood Manor, Kalina's home. And
Gonna meet the fam!
Yeah.
And that leads us to where we are now. The party is taking the little troop, all on your horses, to Brightwood Manor, just outside the capital.
Yay.
Woo.
So, is it just going to be a calm and quiet ride, or are you all going to make some conversation?
I mean, it might be a little quiet given how the dinner went.
True.
Yeah, the dinner was
Was
could have been
boy.
worse.
It could have been worse.
Could have been worse by a long shot.
Yeah. Tega could have thrown a chair
Yeah.
and then
Like,
landed in jail again.
yeah. Again, but like I don't hate anyone enough there to throw a chair at them willy nilly.
Yeah. You've
At
gone
least
to
let them piss me
therapy.
off first before I throw a chair at them.
Mhm.
Exactly. Give them a they need to give you a reason to throw the chair.
Yeah,
And it has to be a good one.
yeah. I did my best with that situation.
And and that is okay.
I'm a very socially awkward person, playing an even more socially awkward person.
I mean, if it makes you feel any
it
better, I'm a
happened.
very socially awkward person that's playing a not socially awkward person, so it's an experience.
True.
Which is very odd, because, like, my therapist, like, she doesn't get
Foxy.
that vibe from me.
Mm.
Sorry.
Sorry, we're getting off track.
Please.
Yeah. But yeah, Kalina, she doesn't really say much, but she's visibly excited. Like gets visibly more and more excited the closer they get to the manor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Clawbart is gonna speak up.
Yeah.
Do we have any plans of what we actually gonna do for when we get to the tree?
Well, I'm not certain on that yet.
I have
We
a few
will
ideas.
need to.
First, what do you think?
Well, it is probably going to be some time before we actually get to the tree and get inside the tree. But I mean, we are going to be going up against, well, you know.
Zephyrus.
Yes.
Yeah.
If we're lucky, it won't end up in a physical altercation, but at this point, we can't really know. I wish we could, but we still
Well, they're
have
ready
plenty
if
of
it
time to
happens.
think. No. Yes.
Plenty of time. Alright. Do you wanna hear what I have to say?
Perhaps in a bit. We are almost on the way to the manor, and frankly, I would rather be looking you in the eye and not focused on the road.
Alright.
You all
Don't distract and
Can
horse
I-
drive, kids.
you all
Can I,
fall
like,
back
look ahead
into
to see-
a comfortable silence. And Tagok, say what you're gonna say.
I was gonna ask if I can look ahead to see if I can tell how far out we are.
Well, Tagok, just by some general landmarks that you know, you would say that at the pace you are going, it's probably going to be about 5 more minutes until you reach the front gates of the manor.
Alrighty. Should be arriving there in a bit. 5 minutes or
That's
so.
good. Yes, that sounds about right. That's good. Now, I will say I have said this before, but my mother is a lot. Not bad. Just a lot.
It'll be nice to be back, though.
Yes. Maybe you'll let her actually give you a hug for once.
That just doesn't say anything. Not a
Kalina.
no. But
Yeah, just like,
doesn't say
yeah, it's
anything.
like, shit, you're right.
I don't know. Not a
Shit.
no definitive answer.
No negative answer.
In the moment,
Exactly.
when Tagok pauses, you pick up on a faint sound coming from the wooded area that surrounds the manor. The land that belongs to the Brightwoods has been kept generally untouched and processed, other than a few fruit trees and small plots of farmland for exotic crops. But you hear something that sounds like an instrument being played as it echoes ever so softly out of the trees.
Does Kalina recognize this?
You do pick up on it.
Do I know if this has happened before or not?
To your knowledge, you have not heard reports or have heard people playing instruments out in the woods around the manor.
Huh. But yeah, Kalina, she does look in the direction that this is happening and just ask, do you all hear that? That music?
Yeah, I think I do.
Yeah, that's new.
Yeah. I don't think it's anything serious, but... Kalina just kind of shrugs a little bit. And she does say, if one of you do want to go and check it out, I would be fine. Just try to not set anything on fire or that sort.
I can go.
And Fen hear it?
Yes, everybody in the party can hear it.
I think Fen would like to go. Because Woods.
Yeah, just like, I know Woods.
Yeah. Maybe.
So,
Unless
then
Colbert. If Colbert really wants to go.
the two of you can go together.
Fuck yeah, bird and dog.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah. I think, yeah, Fen will kind of I assume Fen is in the wagon.
You have a horse, if you don't remember.
I forgot I have slept.
You have slept.
I forgot I have slept.
Don't forget
How could you
about
forget
sleep.
about Slep?
I'm so used to not having a horse.
Yeah, you finally have a horse.
I
You
forgot
have
I
a
had
horse now.
slept.
It's the
Yeah.
horses.
Yeah. Fen will will hop off of Slep, which must actually be very entertaining, like, very interesting to see, because Frisians are quite big horses.
And Fen is
Like,
small.
Horses are just
They're-
big animals.
They're
Yeah,
quite good
horses are just big.
Yeah,
Horses
even
are
whatever,
scary.
but
Or Fenn's ankles. Crunch.
Oh. cool.
Yeah, Fen just kind of slides off of Slep on the side. And tells Slep to just kind of stay with the group. And then goes into the woods, I guess. Possibly with Colbert. I assume with Colbert, maybe.
Yep, we're going to the woods.
Okay.
This time. So the two of you begin heading in the direction of the tree line. And now comes the part where you have to determine exactly which direction that the music is coming from.
Perception check.
Yes. For both of you.
Alright.
Okay, hold on. Alright. My dice up.
Got
Campus.
14.
Alright.
Then 21.
Perception check.
14 for a total of 21, you said?
No. Hold on. No, I got 14.
Okay.
I got a total of 12.
Alright. So, to the both of you, the music kind of seems to echo from one direction, and then it'll pause, and then it seems to shift when it starts back up. But generally, it seems to be coming from somewhere in front, like within the trees, but not a definitive direction right now.
Alright. I'm gonna start moving there anyways, stealthily.
Alright. And just a question, Colbart, are you still on your horse or have you dismounted?
Dismounted.
Alright. So you are both on foot. Alright, so the two of you sort of descend further into the forested area beyond the tree line, pushing your way past the thick underbrush. You notice that most of the bushes down at this level are different types of berry bushes, as the little berries smack against your face as you push past and stain your fingers with their juice.
I still want to pluck a few of them and eat them. I'm not gonna do that.
You could nature check.
Nah, focusing on stealth.
As the two of you descend further into the forest, you start to hear something else accompanying the sound of the music, which you can now hear clearly enough to recognize that it is the sound of a lute, a stringed instrument.
Nice.
You hear soft singing that accompanies it.
Oh.
It seems to be a deeper masculine voice that is singing these songs.
Alright. Do we need to roll a stealth check? Not be noticed.
You can if you would like.
I'd like to say, Colbert, you can roll a stealth check. I think Fed won't, and we'll just try, or not try, but like, just go towards where the sound is coming from. Just like,
Alright, well, I rolled a 23.
All right, very good.
That doesn't mean like
Impressive.
that doesn't mean I override that stealth check, right? Like,
No.
It's not
So
a group stealth
Okay.
check,
Yeah.
so no.
like Colbert's still being stealthy.
yes. If
Fen is
anybody,
just not.
if the individual notices anything, it will be you and not Colbert. Unless you, of course, draw attention to Colbert. But
No, I'm not gonna do that.
you sort of follow the sound of this music, and you see that ahead of you, towards the sound, there are already broken branches and squashed down foliage.
Alright, that's the route that they went through to get to wherever they are.
I think. Can I still hear the sound?
Yes, you can.
I think then that I just keep following the sound.
All right. As you continue down this little already beaten path, you begin to see a very faint glow coming from beyond the bushes. It flickers as if it is a encampment with a fire.
I think Fen just continues on, continues like closer.
Same.
Eventually, the two of you see up ahead that there is a clearing, and you can see that the light and the sound is coming from it.
Yeah, Fen goes into the clearing.
All right. Fen,
Forest gremlin.
when you step into the clearing, your feet hit dry leaves and they crunch under your footsteps. As soon as it does, the music and the singing stops, and you see a blurry figure dart out of the clearing as the fire extinguishes itself, casting you in complete darkness.
Oh.
Mildly concerning.
Can I
Hmm.
try to trap it? Because I do have a spell called Plant Growth.
All right.
Can I try to use that
Yes,
to...
you
Because
can.
it's... Any normal plant within a 100-foot radius becomes thick and overgrown.
Mm-hmm.
And I can exclude one or more areas of any size within the spell's area. So I can, like, make, like, that space around me and Colbert, like, safe.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, does it have a hit, like a rolling to
Nope.
hit on it?
No.
All right.
No, it does not.
All right. So, I am just going to have you roll for accuracy, as currently you cannot see exactly in the clearing where the individual is.
I mean, would I need to see him though? Because I'm making
should say
every single
spell.
plant around me overgrown.
Yeah, true. All right.
Like, it's 100 feet radius. I guess maybe the accuracy, I don't know. I'm just making sure, like, there is, like, a clear area for me and Colbert.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe accuracy for that.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe I
Yes,
should do
accuracy
that.
to make sure that you can accurately make sure that you and Colbert don't get swooped up in a bunch of plants.
Yeah.
Roll a d20.
Yes.
Oh boy.
You're gonna do great.
Ooh, got a 17.
All right,
Ooh.
that's pretty good. So you cast grow plants, and as Colbart steps up next to you in the clearing, all of the bushes around the clearing sort of grow inwards. The creeping thorns of the blackberry bushes form an impenetrable thicket along the ground. Except for in the area where you and Colbart are standing. All is very quiet for a moment until above you in the canopy you hear what sounds like a little laugh. And
I look up.
you see the silhouette of a figure sitting up in the canopy. It is crouched on a large branch, and its tail flicks as it hangs mischievously.
Oh.
He says, "That was a good try there, lad, but you'll have to try a bit harder." And then he jumps off of the branch onto another tree, and he starts hopping his way through the canopy away from you, laughing while he does so.
Huh.
Trying to think if there's anything that any animal forms that I have that I could use to go after him. I don't have
Bears.
anything that would. What?
Bears
Bird.
can climb trees.
Birds.
Bear.
I can't do bird 'cause I can't do flying yet. Not high
Ah.
enough level. I also. I don't know about bear because technically I have to have seen the animal and like interact with them first.
Yeah. No bears.
Ah.
Sag.
So I'm like, I don't know about bears. I have 2 different types of horses, a snake, and a wolf right now in my list. And a wolf isn't gonna be much help when going into trees, like tops of trees.
Yes, that is true.
True.
We do have Colbert though.
We do have
Bird.
Colbert, yeah.
Who's not very good.
He can turn into a bird, yes.
He's not very good, but he can try.
He can do his best.
But he can.
He can
I
do his
mean-
best.
He actually
Probably
like
better
running
than
away.
if I went with.
Yeah, the individual is just kind of running away through the treetops right now.
Snakes can climb trees, right?
Yes, but not very fast.
Some can.
Hey,
Yeah, they
they're
kind
not
of have
that
to like
fast.
coil up on the tree and then kind of
Yeah.
worm their way up.
Even the fastest snakes on the whatever island can't catch up to its prey half the time, so they're not that
Yeah.
fast.
Oh no, maybe is Colbert big enough to pick up my snake form and just like yeet me at him
Yeet.
as a snake?
God.
Why would I do
No
that?
way.
if This guy's not a
No.
threat.
Flying snake.
Nope, rope.
It's a little dangerous, buddy.
Also,
Just
Colbert
swing
asks
him like
why.
a
I don't-
lasso in.
Colbert's just gonna say, "Wait, sorry about that," and just run towards the guy. Try and catch up.
I think Fen follows.
Quick question: is this like towards the direction that they came from, or further away from like the road or whatever?
The person is delving deeper into the forest.
Oh, okay.
But soon enough you know, Kalina, but they don't, that eventually the forest becomes the next family's territory over, and it is a bunch of grasslands.
Ah.
That would actually be good for Fen. If it's grassland, if it's open area, that's better for me.
Also,
Forest
question: how long
Griffin.
has it been, like, time-wise in game? Because I think Kalina, if it's been a certain amount of time, she's gonna
It's
start
been
to
a
grow
while. We'll
concerned.
probably go looking for them.
It's been almost 5 minutes.
Okay.
You, the rest of
Not
the
too
party,
bad.
can see the front gates of Brightwood Manor right now, but you are not at them yet.
Okay. Yeah, Kalina's gonna express her concerns. Shouldn't they be back by now? And the music stopped, didn't it?
Certainly sounds like it.
Hmm. Nothing really happens in these woods, but I don't know, I just
Shall we go looking?
possibly. Probably. I doubt that we'll need reinforcements from my family's guard, but because, like I said, nothing really happens in these woods.
Clement, sort of puts in a word and he says, though it might be worth it to at least inform them that we are here, drop off the
Yes, that's
steeds,
true.
and then go looking. At
Alright.
least the cart.
Yes, that would probably be the best decision.
Makes sense. I think we're gonna go and drop our stuff off then.
To the gates!
Woo!
Woo!
Huzzah! They'll be fine. They'll be fine.
They'll be fine. They know the woods. I mean, not these woods, but woods in general.
They'll be fine.
Yeah. You inform your family's guard of your arrival and say that you will be going to the woods to fetch your friends who had gone to investigate something before you go back to find the area where they had first gone into the woods.
Yeah.
You reach the area because you can see the little place where they had pushed into the underbrush. A little path that would be just big enough for Colbart and Fen.
Heh, small.
Like average.
Mm-hmm.
No, that is small.
Small compared to Kalina.
Yeah, but Colbert's my height, so I should be able to fit in there no problem.
Yes.
Or at
To
least
Kalina,
less
you
of
are
a
small.
problem.
So, are you all going to push into the bushes and follow the trail?
Yeah.
Yes.
And I think Kalina will start calling out their names. Colbot, Fen, where have you gone off to?
Ben, Colbart, you have decided to go after the fleeing individual in the trees trying to get their attention. Yes.
Who's gonna run after them for a little bit? If I can't catch up, then first I want to see if I can catch up.
Running on the ground, it seems that you are going at about the same pace they are. You are just a little bit behind them as they are leaping from branch to branch in the treetops.
Alright. Fucking gonna turn into a bird.
Bird time.
Bird time.
Hobart, roll for bird.
Roll for bird.
Roll for
I'm not
bird.
rolling.
Bird.
Roll for bird.
Roll for bird.
Caw.
20, okay.
Just to do 20.
Sure. Got an 8.
Alright, Colbart. You go to transform into your osprey form. And, you realize that since the underbrush is so heavy, it may not have been the best idea, as your wings immediately get caught in the little branches and you feel them poking in between your feathers. You seem to be ensnared a little bit.
Great. Can I try and get out?
Yes.
What did I roll for?
I'd say acrobatics.
Oh, great, I have a +6.
Good
I
job.
think that's 17.
All right. You are able to find a big enough branch in the bush to sort of get a foothold on and sort of pull yourself up and launch yourself a little bit out of the bush. Enough to sort of grab onto the side of a tree and shake the little twigs off of you. Now you can see that the fleeing person is a good 30 feet ahead of you in the canopy.
Alright, I tried to go fly after him.
All right. So soon you are able to catch up with them. And you are close enough to them that you can see some details about them. There is no skin showing, but fur. It is a rusty red, and the tips of their hands and feet are a dark black. They have a large fluffy tail and big pointed ears. The fur on the
Nick
top...
Wiles.
Shush. On the fur on the top of their head is curly and untamed. And in the moonlight, you can see the glint of a round pair of glasses that rests on their snout.
Tom Fox.
He notices your approach, and he turns his head to you briefly and grins, his sharp teeth flashing.
Do I keep pace with him?
Yep. It seems that you are just parallel with him now.
Alright, I do a little chirp at him.
He responds by squinting his eyes and smiling, and suddenly he jumps down from the trees onto the forest floor once again. Then you are following on the forest floor when the individual above suddenly drops right in front of you. Their long coat sort of pulling out around them.
Fuck yeah, superhero landing.
Yeah.
Maybe not that, like maybe a bit more graceful.
Yes. What you do, Fen?
I think I kind of like skid to a stop. And just like stop right in front of them, like, okay, what are you gonna do?
Small forest gremlin.
Fusion.
They
Shut it.
A wild NPC has appeared.
they stand up to their full height and they adjust their coat and vest and push their glasses further onto the bridge of their snout. They reach over and give you a pat on the shoulder and say, "Good chase there, old chap. Well, that was fun, but I must be on my way."
I turn back into Fish Boy once I land on the ground, hopefully.
Yes.
Can I try to stop him?
Sure.
Can we leave it? Well, no, not Colbert. The person.
Yes.
Cause like, wait, do we know it? We still don't know who this person is, right?
No, you do not know him.
Okay, yeah. So, can I at least like? Okay, can Fen just ask like, who are you?
He flips out the lapels of his little coat and he said, "The name's Tom. Tom Fox."
Ah. Yay.
Nice to meet you, Tom Fox. My name's Colbert. Sorry for thinking up on you. You're a friend of ours lives in the big building up ahead. I was wondering where the music was coming from.
Oh, Brightwood Manor.
Mm-hmm.
Lucky of you all to know them. They're a very nice family.
I agree. I'll
Well,
be meeting with all of them today.
he smiles and he says, "Well, when you see them all, tell them I said hello."
Will do.
Wait, what? Wait, no, wait, what?
Interesting.
I have questions.
Many questions. But he then gives you a little wave, and as he pulls a pipe out of his jacket pocket and lights it, the smoke coming from it swells and envelops him as he gives you a final goodbye. When the smoke from his pipe dissipates, he is gone.
That's
Fuck
a
yeah, that's
fun
cool.
guy.
As the two of you are standing there, you hear a voice from somewhere behind call out to you. It is Kalina's voice.
We should probably get back then.
Yeah, Fen will turn back.
And that's why I still avoided that. And I head back.
Eventually, you meet back up with Kalina and the rest of the group on the trail. Savings to each other.
Kalina will like quickly approach him and just like, there you two are. Where have you been? You alright?
Yeah, perfectly fine. We were heading to this clearing. The person that was singing and playing the music heard us, so he took off running. We chased for a little bit, but his name was Tom Fox. He's a fox guy. Says
Does
that
Kalina recognize the name?
I presume so.
he says that he knows the Brightwoods. Maybe you know about him.
Kalina, you remember hearing a lot of off comments from some of the older, more superstitious, nobility.
Sorry, there's a motorcycle outside.
You remember hearing talk from the older, more superstitious nobility of a mysterious individual who prowled the mortal realm, Vera, that went by the name Tom Fox. They have come up with many a rumor about him, whether he is a demigod, trickster, or a malevolent spirit preying on the foolish and naive. Everybody seems to be divided, but any accounts of ever meeting this Tom Fox are always chalked up to hallucination, drunkenness, or simply a lie. He's a bit of a cryptid.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Good man.
Yeah,
Good
cryptid.
I made your dad a cryptid. Are you
Cryptid.
happy?
But yeah, context for chat. This character is based off of my dad. Yay.
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 Let's go.
But yeah, Kalina, she hears the name and is like, Tom Fox? Are you sure?
He was a fox, and his name is Tom. So, yeah, I'm sure. It was interesting. It disappeared in a cloud of smoke.
Huh. Alright. I believe you. Just most stories that at least I've been told, no one really knows who he is. It's more of like a trickster, if you will. I don't know if he's a demigod or some kind of spirit. But as far as I know, he hasn't harmed anyone, so... And you're not harmed. You are covered in a bit of twigs, though. She says as she kind of picks out a leaf from Culbert's hair.
Yeah, not because of him.
So, I don't want to talk about it, man.
I want to talk about it.
Bad takeoff.
Yeah. But yeah, Kalina just shrugs and just says, well, as long as you two aren't harmed, then that's what matters.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows? Maybe we'll meet this Tom Fox again later. But right now, we should be headed off to the gates.
Agreed.
The whole group then sets back off towards the front gates of the manor. As you approach, Kalina, you see the familiar figure of your mother standing at the gate, her hands on her hips.
Shit. Ooh. Kalina calls out, "Hello, Mum."
You hear her, and she says, Kalina, what are you and your new friends doing off wandering in the woods this late at night?
Well, we heard something and a few of us went to investigate. It's nothing serious.
Oh? Find any leads?
Not quite, just... Do you remember the stories of Tom Fox that you used to tell me?
Yes, I do. She says,
Apparently... She kind of looks over at Colbert and Fen. Apparently he decided to pay a visit to the woods. It was making a bit of a racket.
She pauses for a moment. You can kind of see, even in the dim light, that she, like, is staring kind of wide-eyed. She says,
It's like, oh god, my daughter's gone crazy.
and she says, have you been drinking? Are you hurt? Are you
No,
sure?
I'm not. Yes, I'm sure. They were the ones that found him.
To be fair, we're seeing weirder.
Yes, we have seen much weirder.
Fen just kind of waves at her.
There's a
awkward
hello.
How wow.
It's like Kalina, but shorter.
She sighs.
Probably just like, who is this loud? Is she loud? I assume she's kind of being loud right now.
Yeah. She's a little loud.
So Fen is, who is this loud lady?
Who's this little loud lady? She sighs and says, well, no use dwelling on it. You all need to get your butts in here. It's almost dinner time.
Yes, ma'am.
She then sort of like ushers you all in. As she does, she says, I hope you don't mind that I am having a bit of a get-together with some of my old gal friends.
Oh? Is that so?
She nods. She says, yeah, just me and the Duchesses. You know them, Kalina.
Yes, of course. We don't mind.
She brings you all in, and you see a small group of women that are all sitting in the front lounge of the house.
Yeah.
They're all wearing fairly casual evening clothes, and they kindly wave at you as you come in.
Kalina also waves back. Hello.
Hello, Kalina. We heard you have just gotten back from one of your latest conquests. How's that been going?
Yeah. It's been going quite good.
That's good to hear. I hope you're ready for dinner. It's going to be very splendid.
A little bit. We did eat some. We just visited the Three Lords actually.
Ooh, how exciting! One of them says as she claps her hands together.
Yes, it was. So, I'm pretty sure we don't mind eating a little bit more. And she kind of like gives a look to the rest of the party, just like, don't refuse my mom's cooking. She will both be upset and you will be missing out on good food.
Tagok just smiles.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, Tagok just like kind of looks at the rest of the group, just like, come on.
Come on.
Yeah, certainly. I'm up for some more food.
It's the Brightwood food.
One of
That
the
shit's good.
Right.
One of the duchesses laughs and she says, I'm sure you definitely have room for dessert, because that's mostly what we've got.
Oh, Mom's baking?
Indeed, she is treating us
Yes!
quite nicely tonight.
Oh, yes!
Your mother, Gwendolyn, she beams. She's got a big smile on her face. Obviously very
Yay!
proud of the
Yay.
fact that she has been prepping for this little girls' night.
Yeah.
Yay.
And soon all of
Wholesome
you
bacon.
pile into the dining room
Yeah!
where you see
Let's go.
the full dining room table is filled up with plates of pastries, cookies, there are
Oh.
cakes and pies, and of course, fresh fruits from the land. The Brightwood
hell
estate.
yeah!
Woo. Let's go.
This is the good shit!
And of course,
Baking.
copious amounts of alcohol.
Oh, God.
Bottles of champagne and fine wine.
Oh, boy.
Let's not have a repeat of last time.
Oh, no!
Yes.
We don't want Ben to turn into a horse and run into the woods again.
Oh, the horse.
Yeah. I don't think Tagok has ever, like, gotten drunk
Peta, the horse is here.
while at the manor.
First for everything.
Yeah, there's a first time for everything.
Nope.
No.
But not
That's
today.
Not happening.
Gwendolyn.
Maybe another day, but not today.
Gwendolyn, of course, sits down at her seat as the head of the table, and all of the other duchesses sit, and you all join them.
She definitely was not expecting this amount of people.
In total,
Probably not.
the guests, it's about 5 duchesses that you've known for most of your life.
Yeah.
Landowners
Like,
that
oh, it's not
you
friends
and
from
your
work.
mother know very well.
Yeah.
So,
Tagok probably knows them as well.
yes,
Yeah.
Just a
by
little bit.
association.
Yeah. Kalina does speak up a little bit. Oh, before I forget, we should probably introduce the rest of my party, actually.
Yes, I'd love to know their names. Tell us all about you.
Well, and she kind of gestures to Kolbar first. This is Kolbot. And, like, she just kind of goes around. It's like, this is Kolbot. Fen's over there. And the little one over there, that's Freya. And Chatu is right there next to Clement. And Salzoth is right over there.
Gwen beams and she says, "Lovely to meet you all. My name is Gwendolyn. I am Kalina's mother, as you may have assumed."
It's nice to meet you.
It's okay. We
doing
can turn it
great.
back on.
I don't do good
Wait,
with
is Gwen
talk.
taking notice of Clement? With his face?
Oh.
Oh no! Oh
no.
no! Oh no!
Kalina, you can kind of see that your mother is kind of glancing past Clement a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Like her
Who's she looking at?
her eyes linger on all of the others, but they kind of quickly move past Clement, though you occasionally notice that she glances to him.
Hmm.
She's trying not to stare.
Oh. She's gonna worry later.
Yes.
Yeah.
Akalina will speak up again. So, how have things been since I've been gone? Hopefully, Rowan, Amari, and Nick have been doing well.
Yes. They've all been doing pretty well. Things are in a bit of a stir, as
Oh,
you know, the expected baby is coming. So
yes, of course.
it is prep time is in full swing. So you know, I'm about to be
You're
a grandmother.
finally going to be a grandma.
Yes,
Yes,
I am.
exactly.
That's amazing news.
Now all I have to do is contact the three lords and ask them if later down the line they can have play dates with Ophelia.
Oh.
That's so
Oh,
cute.
that would be lovely. I bet they would love that.
One of the duchesses nods and she says, "That is a splendid idea, Gwendolyn. Being a royal child can be quite lonely if you don't have another. So I'm sure having a close friend around that age would be wonderful." The other
Now I'm
duchesses
just like
nod and
really
murmur
hungry
in
for like
agreement.
cookies and shit.
It
Just
is
like
a
a
whole
bunch of like
dessert
kind of
buffet.
old ladies.
Yes. The middle-aged women, the wine
Yes.
moms.
The wine moms. Speaking of my siblings, where are they anyway?
Well, Nick is sleeping, as is Amari. They tuck it out. And
Oh,
I do believe that Rowan is off gallivanting again, as they do. They have decided to go explore a bit of a cave that has been unearthed on the land.
oh.
Hmm.
Taking a break from training, I suppose.
Yes. They said, "If there's any monsters down there, I need to be the one to deal with it." She says as she does an impression of your sibling.
Oh dear.
And
We
then,
are pretty capable ourselves.
"You all are guests
Yes, we
now. You
are."
don't need to trouble yourself with it."
Kalina just gives Sarzat a look, just like, don't start it. Just accept that you are a guest.
Mammy.
They'll be fine.
So, what desserts are y'all gonna eat?
I'm eating
Mm.
cookies. Definitely cookies.
Cookies.
Just a little bit of everything. I'm sampling everything that my mother has made. Because
Nice.
dang it, it's good.
Nani?
I'm definitely a pie bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cookies, pie, whatsoever.
Since it is
Gwendolyn's
the autumn
cooking.
I'll have some
season,
Is
pie
the
as
shit.
well.
since it is the autumn season, there are pecan pies, pumpkin pies,
Oh, hell yeah.
apple pies,
Pecan.
Oh.
Pumpkin and apple, baby.
blueberry, blackberry,
Pie.
Ah.
and there are tart versions of all of these pies as well.
Nice. I mean, there is like the fresh fruit.
And the
terms of, like-
centerpiece of all of the desserts is your mother's famous 3-layered lemon cream pie.
Oh,
She brags about how it weighs a ton, and it's a foot tall, she says, though you've never cared to measure.
yeah. You can just
Quick question.
yeah.
You said 3-layer pie, right?
Yes.
I'm not super knowledgeable in like baking.
Okay.
How do you make a layered pie?
It's just different
You stack
layers
them on
of
top of each
cream,
other.
and you let them set. This is actually based off of a pie that I got to make in culinary.
Also depends on what kind of pie you're going
Yeah.
for. If you're going
Yeah,
for
if
like
it's
a
more-
meat pie, like
more
the
dense,
British, then it's a different kind of situation.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find.
Pies
So,
are
like,
very complex.
Does each layer have its own crust?
It's not its own crust. It's one crust, and then it's usually like a
Okay.
lemon
So it's like a
custard,
really
a
deep
meringue, and something.
So is it like a deep pie then?
Yes, it is a deep pie.
Okay. Okay. I
Yeah.
honestly, to be honest, I
Pie.
was kind of picturing just like 3 pies just stacked on top of each other. It's like 3
it's- I mean,
individual.
It's like
pie.
that.
I mean, that also
Those are meat
sounds
pies.
good.
It is like
Mhm.
the image I sent, but
Oh,
very tall.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks
Meat
so good.
multi-layered meat pies are just kind of more like pot pies, and then those
No,
are just
what
stacked
I was
on top
thinking
of
was
each
just-
other.
Like 3 like imagine like a lemon meringue, just 3 like lemon meringues just stacked on top of each other. Like,
I mean,
just-
that also
you
sounds
take, like,
good.
3 pies.
It's fucking
like,
hilarious.
3
A
individual
tiered
pies.
pie, not a tiered cake, a tiered
Yes.
pie. That's hilarious.
Yes, that's what I was
I
thinking.
love that. That imagery is great.
Well, no,
Gwen
there are
definitely has
some
tried to
pies
do that
are
in her
like
off
that.
time.
Yes, she's the
That's
crazy.
why I asked, because I was like really the imagery in my brain was like, this doesn't make sense.
You were taking it very literally.
Uh-huh.
The layering is very literal, but
Yeah.
basically it's like 3 different types of filling that are layered on
Okay.
top of each other like a layered jello, but for pie.
Okay.
So yes, she's got her giant lemon meringue pie, triple layered, foot tall, in the center.
Amazing.
And
That's
it is
fantastic.
wonderful.
And there it is. There's
Aw,
the actual
shit.
layered pie. Oh my god.
That's what I was. See, that's what I
Oh,
was.
man.
Those-
And you did.
I'm not. Hey, I have watched almost every single season of Great British Baking Show. I know if there are tiered pies or not. Those
The
things
Great
are
British
real,
Bake
except
Off?
they're meat pies.
The Great
Meat
British
pies.
Bake Off?
Yeah,
Okay.
Bake Off Baking Show doesn't matter.
That
British
looks so
bakers.
Yes, sir. They're usually meat though, because you have to keep all the stuff together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm. Meat pies.
Note to self,
can I
maybe if
say-
I'm ballsy enough one day, I can try and make it, but with an apple pie.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Audrey's
I-
recipe, and then Jade started typing, and I was like, what is going to be related to this?
Yeah.
What is it?
We're just
Yeah.
talking about pie now.
Pie.
Pies.
Let's,
No.
Shit.
let's fucking talk about
Uh,
pie, bro. Yes, we
Audrey
know what
turned
Audrey
off
said, but dang.
message, and then Jade started typing it out to me like, Jade,
Yes. Audrey, are you comfortable with me revealing to the people what
Oh,
she
absolutely.
said?
I just didn't know if I was allowed to say it or not.
So Audrey said, "Are there cream pies?" Not that kind, but yes.
Oh.
The-
Oh.
huh?
Also that kind of
Oh.
pie, Jade.
Oh.
You know what? Don't explain to me what
No,
y'all were laughing about.
we
I
weren't
don't want to
planning on
know.
it. We weren't planning
Yeah,
on
you
it.
don't want to know.
It's
it'll
it's an
ruin pies for you. Trust
It's
me.
an owl thing that you don't want to know.
yeah. It's an aloe.
Well, I'm just happy with my pie.
It's a sex thing. Don't
Yeah,
worry
look
about
at
it.
it. Look at that sexy
Pie.
pie.
Sexy
Will
pie.
That
ruin
is a
anytime
very sexy pie that I sent.
anyone is like, oh, look, a banana cream pie. No.
No, honey.
Stop
Different kind.
That was my
We're-
brain. It will ruin pies for you. Trust me.
Don't
I'm
look
just
it up.
looking at my
Don't
pie.
look it
That's
up.
a sick pie right there.
It's a beautiful pie.
I know that my channel is marketed towards an older audience, but if you don't know, don't look it up.
Yeah, please
Yes.
don't.
Don't ruin pies for yourself, darling.
Just
Yeah.
enjoy your pie, friends. Just
Yes.
enjoy your
Yeah.
pie. Take it from a niece.
Anyway.
Just enjoy your pie,
So-
damn it.
You will sit
But yeah.
and eat your desserts and eat to your heart's content until you physically
Yay.
cannot eat anymore without puking.
Yeah.
Because
Huzzah.
dang, it's good. But the hubris of man. Damn.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh dear.
The 5 duchesses also feel the same way, as they
Uh-huh.
are leaning back slightly in their seats.
Yes.
Can I also feed Asmi like some fruit and stuff?
Yes, you can.
Okay, what kind of fruit is there? Or should I just come up with fruits?
There are fresh apples. There are bowls of blackberries, blueberries, raspberries. There are figs.
The turn her into Charlie. Side tangent with the apples. Anytime we now eat an apple, Charlie stands right next to us, begging for it.
Oh.
Oh,
Shadow
baby.
also eats
Cool.
apples.
Loves apples.
He ate all of the
My
fucking
mom
apples
also
off our
loves
apple tree.
apples.
I think I'll give
Damn.
her bits of
Martha
an
does
apple
love apples.
and blueberries.
Yeah. Give-
Because dogs can have blueberries. For any of you come from me, dogs can have blueberries.
Yes.
Don't give your dogs blueberries.
No, you can. They can.
It is actually
Like, it's actually in
recommended.
some specialty foods.
Yeah. Blueberries.
Huh.
Blueberry.
And I don't know
Blueberries
if
are
dogs
actually-
can eat raspberries, but my dog does. I can't stop him. He'll do it anyways.
I'm just imagining like there's this one picture of like a
Yep,
bunch
they
of
can.
people and a dog on its back just belly up, and it's just like a bunch of goth people surrounding this because this person lives above the goth bar. I'm just thinking of the noblewomen with Asumi because they're drunk as shit.
drunk noble women
Fluffy
pet
dog.
dog.
Yeah. Blueberries are actually really good. They're
Yeah.
high. They have they're rich in antioxidants,
Yes.
and they also can eat raspberries.
Yay.
If you ever want to know, just look at the AKC, the American Kennel Club. They have like a
Yeah.
list of fruits and vegetables that dogs can and can't eat.
Nice. Thank you for that
Don't
wonderful
give your
information.
dogs grapes.
Grapes are not good.
I can't
grapes
stop
are
him.
extremely
He eats
poison.
them off the
Dogs
vine.
grapes.
He's a shithead. I have to stop my dog
What,
from eating
grapes?
grapes off the vine. We have grapevines in our
Yeah,
house.
no, they can kill them.
I know. I
grapes.
have to stop him.
They'll lead to acute sudden kidney failure.
I know that, and that's why I don't like that he's such a dumbass.
Aw.
He wants to
Yeah.
eat everything he sees.
Yeah,
we
I can
continue?
relate to that. Yes, sorry.
Yes.
My
We just
stupid
keep
little
getting.
idiot.
We just keep getting sidetracked with food.
Food and dogs.
Yeah.
Food.
But hey,
Food and
It's
animals for
whatever.
me.
yeah. But, dessert has ended. You all ate most of what was on the table, with only a few things
Fuck
left.
Sick.
Fuck yeah.
The 3-layer pie is completely gone. There's not a crumb
Yes.
left of it.
As it
Whoa.
should be. As it should.
be.
Amazing.
I just loudly belch.
Bye.
And Kalina just looks at her just like, Sazoth!
What? It's my way of showing my respect to the meal.
One of the duchesses raises her wine glass and says, "Cheers to that." And then she belches loudly as well.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Kalina just dies.
Can
my-
Fen try to as well?
And I was like, oh, this is a thing that people do.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roll for burp.
What am I?
love
just
that.
D20?
It's just D20. It's just to see how loud it is.
Oh my god.
It's 5.
Yeah.
It's 5. Can I roll for Asami to burp?
Yes, you can roll for Ozzy to burp.
Bubby.
So,
Puppy.
Puppy
Fen's
burp.
burp is 5.
Yeah.
Asami's burp. Asami's burp is a 2. God damn it.
Asami makes a little hiccup burp sound.
Oh, Bubby.
Puppy.
And then you burp very slightly.
You tried your best.
He tried. He tried so
We
hard.
tried.
And so did the
Ooh.
dog.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't know how to burp on command.
He's doing him best. Gwendolyn is leaning back in her seat with her hands folded, sort of like over her chest, over her boobs. Good shelf.
Yeah. Yeah.
And she's kind of got her eyes closed. She looks very sleepy.
Hmm.
There's fucking bugs in my hair. I hate it here.
Ah!
They're crawling in my hairline.
Ew!
Fucking
Why?
flies. Flies.
You don't
hate
even
me.
really have that long a hair.
No, I don't. I've got a weird mullet thing going on now. Weird mullet slash Prince Charming from Shrek. But, she sighs and she says, "Oh, well, I think I'm turning into a vegetable pie right now. I'm gonna need a good sleep after this."
Mm-hmm.
I think we should get
coma.
some good sleep. Yes, exactly. I do believe we should have some rest too. We've had a long day.
Mm-hmm.
She smiles and nods and she says, "Of course, when we all get up in the morning, you'll have to tell us all about your trip and how you've been."
Of course, Mum.
Yes, all about it.
And then she sits up and sort
Definitely
of...
all the things.
Yes. She sits up and sort of wiggles her finger while smirking and she says, "Now off to bed with you."
Alright, Mom. She does, like Kalina, she does sit up and just, goes over to her mom and, hugs her.
She hugs
night,
you
Mom.
back and she pulls you in and grabs your head and gives you a big old kiss on the cheek.
Oh,
Oh.
Mom!
What? I can't kiss my little girl?
Kind of just like snicker a little bit in the corner.
Yes. Kisses from mommy.
Yes, kisses from mom.
But only because I have no mom.
Aww.
Motherless. Stars off.
Motherless. Motherless behavior.
Motherless.
Sad.
Motherless behavior.
You can also get kiss from mom. She gives kisses to all.
Yeah. Yeah, she give kiss to all. She doesn't care.
Nope.
Gwendolyn sort of looks at you, Tagok, and sort of like does her hands and gestures you to come over, and she says, "You too, Tagok." She holds out her hands.
Tagok
for him.
kind of sighs. She knows not to. Just don't bother.
Yeah.
She gets up. She goes over there. She just kind of like lightly wraps her arms around Gwendolyn in a very awkward manner.
Gwendolyn pulls you into a tight squeeze. Her cheek is pressed up against yours, and she says, my little toast box.
Aww.
That's adorable.
Toast box.
Toast box. She's very drunk. Toast box.
She is very
I love
drunk.
that.
I thought you were gonna say toaster there for a second. I was like,
Yeah.
okay.
Her brain went in between hot box and toasty. Toast box.
So toast.
When you mix two words
Toast
together.
box. Yep.
Kalina's just gonna joke. Are you going to give everyone a kiss goodnight then? And she kind of like looks towards everyone else, just like not actually meaning it, but
Yeah.
She smiles a little dumbly, drunk. And she says,
yeah.
well, if they want one, they can.
Aww.
Aw. You're just everyone's mum, aren't you?
Of course. Now, who else needs a hug? She says as she holds her
Aw.
arms out.
Aww.
Who else want hug?
Who else want hug from, like, Kalina, but shorter?
I do. I want a hug.
Me too.
Gwendolyn.
We've only had her for one session. But if anything happened to her, we'd kill everyone in this room and
Would
then
die for
ourselves.
Gwendolyn.
Yes, would die for Gwendolyn.
Would die for Gwendolyn.
Yes.
100%.
Albert, Finn, Sarzath, do you want a hug
Do you
and or
guys
kiss
want
from
a
Gwendolyn?
hug
I'll get a
think-
hug.
from Party Mom?
Does
That
Sven
sounded
know what
weird.
bugs are?
Sarzoff? Did you say something, Sarzoff? My brain zoned out.
I said I take 3 very big steps backward.
She's like, no, too awkward.
Kalina just laughs, just like, come on, she doesn't bite. Usually.
Usually. I love that.
Does Sven know what hugs are?
I mean, he's seen everyone else do it.
Yeah.
Fine.
Christ and
Have
Mom.
we hugged?
Oh.
I don't know if we've hugged though.
Yeah, I was like, has the
I don't
party
think
just
we've
hugged before?
Hugged in the party.
Yeah. So this might
I
be the
don't
first
think
time.
we have.
And
Maybe like
forest
Lemon and
creatures
Chatu, but
and forest creatures don't hug.
Yeah.
And then Fen grew up in a lab where I'm doubting
Yeah.
they hugged.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if I think Fen is just really fucking confused and is like, what is this thing?
do the parallel arm thing.
I think Fen just kind of like looks really confused but puts his arms out, just like, am I doing this right?
T-pose.
Or like just like
Just
puts
T-poses.
his arms out like in front of him. But, like
Am I doing it?
like doesn't go to actually hug anyone, but just stands there looking really confused with arms out. Like, is this what I do?
Freya,
like
Like-
this.
Freya is looking at you, also very confused. But Sarzoth, you say fine, and you step
Yes.
forward to her, and she sort of sits up a little bit in her chair to wrap her arms around you, as she had to do with Kalina because you were also tall. And she wraps her arms around the back of your neck and pulls you in for a hug. And she gives you a smooch on the cheek,
Aw.
and then pats you on the head before letting you go.
I just kind of like, you know when, no, the like two fingers like pointing at each other thing.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Just yeah,
Yeah.
thingies.
I always forget that Sarzoth isn't even like technically an adult yet in
He's
this universe.
17.
He's a small child.
He's 17.
I'm still kind of bummed out I didn't get any champagne.
What was that? You just like
No
you kind
sh-
of went a little.
No
Oh.
champagne.
I'm bummed out I
Aw.
didn't get champagne.
Every time you
Does
tried to
Gwen even know that Sarzoth is literally a child?
no.
Or Freya?
He doesn't
I
care.
think that every time
doesn't
Sarzoth
care.
tried to sneak a glass, Kalina, you sort of just nope.
Yeah, just gave him the look. The look
Oh.
that
Just
makes
grabs
him
the
just like,
bottle
okay,
away,
okay.
just scoots it away.
No, I'm rich, so I'm constantly drinking.
Oh boy.
Hmm.
Is Fen still just standing there
Yeah.
with her arms out?
Ah!
Confusion.
Does understand
Kalina-
what it's saying.
And Kalina just like, does Kalina see them doing this?
Yes, you see Fen kind of like staring blankly, like arms out,
I'm staring,
very
like,
confused.
At my arms. I
Just-
think I'm just looking at my arms, like,
Just-
am I doing this right?
Confusion.
Kalina just looks just like, Fen, have you never hugged someone before?
And
Oh
just
god,
kinda-
Gwendolyn might freak out at that.
Fen just,
Oh
um,
no!
know, the
Rushes
head-
over.
the head tilt dogs do.
Oh, puppy.
Fen just does a little head tilt and just looks up at Kalina, like, doesn't say anything, just looks at Kalina like, the fuck are you talking about? Just that
Kalina's
little
just
head
like,
tilt, just being really
"Oh,
confused.
Kalina just blinks and just kind of moves Fen a little closer to her mom so like she could actually like properly hug. It's like, okay, come on.
Here, have the good hug.
Gwendolyn is like leaning forward in her seat and reaches forward and pulls Fen. She pulls you by your arms into a hug and
Aw.
just holds you.
Fen just kind of the little like squeak, like this little squeak of like, what's going on? It's like,
It's like, it feels nice, but what's going on?
yeah, Fen's just, like, am I being attacked? Like, is this an attack? What's happening?
Aw.
As she continues
And Fen
holding
just kind of-
you, she says,
I think
you give a hug to someone you care about to show them that you care.
Fen just kind of like, I don't know, what would Fen say? What would be a Fen response to this? Or traumatized little forest gremlin?
I love that description.
Yeah, it's
Traumatized
true.
forest gremlin.
It's
Yeah. It's accurate.
Yeah.
Mhm.
If you had to describe your character in 3 words, what would it be? Traumatized forest gremlin.
Yes. I think Fen just kind of looks really confused and just goes, huh?
Oh.
Kalina, you can see your mom just kind of make this face. She's like, oh.
Oh.
Also doesn't know Fen's, like, past. So her mom is probably
Yeah.
really confused as
Mhm.
to why this seemingly normal seemingly normal little forest gremlin doesn't know what hugs are.
No.
But also she's a mom, so
She's like, this child
Yeah.
has never gotten a hug. Sad.
She's probably gonna try and like give you as many hugs as physically possible during.
Oh
your
yeah.
sleep.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Wake up in the morning, Gwendolyn's there to hug you, bitch.
Yeah.
A wild Gwendolyn has appeared. She
Wow,
uses
Gwendolyn.
hug.
No.
It is
It's
very,
very
effective.
effective.
Yeah, I
Big
think
hugs.
Fen just kind of goes like,
Poor baby.
Huh? What?
She gives you a little squeeze before letting go, and then like holding her hands at like your arms, you know, the holds
Yeah.
you out in front of
Yeah.
her stance. And she's like, if you ever need another hug, don't be afraid to come and get one.
We love Gwendolyn.
Mm.
And then she
I love
ruffles your
Gwendolyn.
hair a little bit.
I think Fen kind of looks confused, but also just kind of like leans, and just leans into the like ruffle
Oh,
Aww.
good dog receiving pets.
like a dog. Yes, like a dog.
Yeah, like a dog.
It's always gonna be like a
Pets,
little
yes.
creature.
Yes.
Little creature.
Pretty much, if Fen is doing something, imagine a doggo doing it,
Yeah,
and there you go.
Yeah.
You have Fen
pretty accurate.
doing that action.
A dog. It's a little
Who else
dog
gets a
thing.
hug?
Well, then once you eventually tear yourself away from the very comforting Gwendolyn, Freya, who was kind of standing right behind you with their little arms up, you know, T-Rex style.
Oh.
You know, when little rodents hold their hands up together.
Yeah.
Oh.
They sort of shyly come over to Gwendolyn and just sort of suction cup themselves to her in a hug, practically curling up in her lap.
Mhm.
Oh, baby.
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 She holds them like a big toddler.
Bib.
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 Baby.
Freya is baby. Just little baby. What more
Little
could you want from
baby.
them? They are simply baby.
Mm-hmm.
After a little bit, Freya slowly gets down from Gwendolyn's lap and smiles a little bit as they go to rejoin Fen. When they come up to you, Fen, they give you a little hug.
Oh, yes.
Hug.
Ah.
I think Fen looks confused, but kind of like
Mhm.
puts really awkward.
Yeah.
Brains connected.
How tall is Freya again?
Freya is like Let me check the sources,
The sources.
aka their player sheet.
Yeah.
4'3".
Oh, so
Okay,
small.
so like 7 inches shorter than me.
Yes.
Okay. So I think I've been at 4'10".
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, really itchy nose.
Itchy.
What? I knew it. I think Fen just kind of puts his arms on like her shoulders. Doesn't like actually hug her, just like puts him there because he doesn't fully understand how to do a hug yet.
He's doing his best. We're so proud of him.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, he's doing his best. He just puts his hands like on her shoulders and just stands there like, I think this works.
Colbert, do you want a hug from Mom?
Yes, I do.
You go up to Gwendolyn and she holds her arms out for you and pulls you into a hug. She reminds you of your own mother in the way
Yeah,
that
she
she is very kind, generous, loves to feed people,
Yes.
and very affectionate.
Mm-hmm. I think I'll tell her that. It reminds me of my mom.
She smiles. She says, "Aww."
I have a lot in common with her. And it makes me want to visit my mom. Hopefully we'll do
Aw.
that soon.
She grins really wide and she says, "Well, maybe someday I can meet your mom. Maybe we can
That'd
be
be wonderful.
friends."
Oh shit! Tea time with the girls.
Yes.
Oh shit!
Girls' night.
Girls'
night.
night.
She gives you a
My D20.
little smooch on the cheek. And then she says, "You're very salty."
I was expecting I guess. Okay.
She's drunk. It's fine.
She's very intoxicated.
It's alright. It's okay.
She's very drunk. She called me a toast box. Okay.
Yeah.
Toast box.
Toast box.
I'm actually gonna write
Oh,
that down.
fuck.
Tagok the toast box.
Take our
Toast box.
Toast box.
But eventually you part the hug and Clement goes up to her and they hug and well, she practically squeezes the life out of him.
Yeah. You hear like his back crack a little.
Yes. You hear his
Old man.
back crunch a little bit when she
Old man
squeezes
Beck gets
him.
his spine corrected.
Yeah.
He taps her on the shoulder and he says, "Gwendolyn, easy. You gonna throw my back out?" And she says, "Oh, hush, old man." And she, instead of giving him a kiss on the cheek, she butts heads with him. She smacks her
that.
forehead against his.
Yeah. Yeah.
He groans slightly in pain and says, should have been expecting that.
The forehead butt is for friends. The kiss on the cheek is for all the children.
Yes. She giggles before finally letting go of him. All that's left is Chatu, who is kind of standing there as his normal, sort of rigid self. He's, you know, a military man, very formal, especially in the presence of somebody else's house.
Yeah.
And he just kind of stands there and he's like, I don't know. I don't know. Clement gives him a little smack on the back and is like, go on.
Do it.
Chatu
damn it.
kind of slowly inches his way over to Gwendolyn, and before he can even put his arms out, she snatches him down and gives him a hug.
Yoink.
Amazing.
Once all the hugging is done, while this was happening, Kalina, the duchesses that you've known for most of your childhood, all come over to you, and they coo and caw about how much of a pretty young lady you've grown up to be, and oh, I remember when you were just a baby.
Go.
And they're
Drunk,
hugging
drunk lady
you
talk.
and, you know, being drunken women.
Yes.
The drunk gals in the bathroom.
Yeah, Kalina, she's a little shy about it, but they're also very drunk, so.
A couple of
Oh
the,
no.
a couple of the duchesses
yes.
are also, you know, fawning over Tagok and like, oh, she's such a wonderful god. Oh, she's so handsome. Yada yada yada. Drunken women compliments.
Yeah.
Tigok's just standing there like, I can't do anything about this, though I don't like it. But I'm just standing here because
I
they're
am
drunk
just standing here
and they're
existing.
nice.
They're complimenting me. They're being nice.
And it's weird.
It's like Kalina but drunk but times 6, because there's 6 of them.
Yeah.
I know where she got it from.
Learned behavior from the
Oh, yeah.
aunties. Aunties TM. Not related by blood. But they practically helped raise.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Dude.
Did I also forget to mention that this little group of women has affectionately dubbed themselves the Fairy Godmothers?
That is
Oh,
amazing.
fuck yeah!
Oh.
They were
Look at
never
them go.
officially the godmothers of the Brightwood family, but they might as well be, since they were always
Yeah, they
around.
might as well be.
Might as well
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They were kind
Yeah,
of
might as well.
a group of girlfriends who always looked after each other and each other's kids.
Yeah.
A pact, if you will.
Yes.
Amazing.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
The fairy godmothers all then begin, you know, drunkenly going off to bed, signaling that it's probably time you all do as well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We can meet the siblings in the morning.
Yep.
Yeah, they can handle that part later.
Imagine like they just wake up and then ta-da, your older sister has arrived in the middle of the night. I'm just imagining like they like tiredly get out of bed and like they're passing each other in the hallway, just like morning Kalina, morning Rowan. Wait, Kalina!
When did you get here,
Wait
bitch?
a
That is
damn
the
minute.
thing.
Also, a quick question.
Yeah.
Does Tagog have a separate room?
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I was about to be like, size content in fireproof sheets.
Yes.
Yes.
Higok has her own room, and Clement has his own room, of course, in the manor.
Yay!
And the rest of you are ushered off to the guest bedrooms.
Okay.
Where you settle in for the night. You can
Ooh.
go to sleep right now, or if there's anything you want to do in the middle of the night.
Wander around the manor with a candle in your hand and in a nightgown.
Be dramatic.
How let's do it.
Are you all going to go to bed?
I mean, I know
Yes.
Kalina
Yeah.
is.
Very tired.
Yes. You will go to sleep for the night. And take a long rest, of course, as usual.
There's the button. I for a second forgot where it was.
How long has it been since you've all done a level up? Just asking.
Think
I do not
before
remember the time we
Sarazar
did it.
joined.
Yeah,
I
before
think
Starza joined, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What level are we?
8.
Alright,
Mhm.
want to double check.
I'm trying to find it in my notes. So I would typically write this sort of thing down.
Yeah.
Do 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 do.
Do 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 do
Do do
do
do
do.
ba do do do.
Ba-dee-ba-dee.
Do-do-do-do.
I don't know where it is.
Lovely.
Because I'm like looking back at session 20 and I still don't see anything. Also, I
Oh,
could have
no.
just not written it down.
Yeah, you might have.
Also, my handwriting's shit, so I could just not be seeing it. Which doesn't make sense because I have my color coding.
maybe I feel like maybe it's been a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's safe to assume that.
Yeah. If I can't remember, then it's been a while.
Well, I think it's safe to say you all have accumulated enough experience and shenanigans since your last level up, so As the first level up since Sarzoth has joined the party, go ahead and level up.
Woo.
Hey!
Yay!
Fuck yeah! Level up, baby!
Baby, let's go. If my internet connection will work.
Oh no.
There it is.
Figure out what I'm gonna level up into.
I have to think.
Think.
Just to make sure we're going up to 9.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna do
Had to
it
make
in
sure.
this one.
Yeah.
This means I have to look at spells now.
I don't. Nothing changes for me.
I put in a third
I don't
level
think
for
anything changes
wizard,
for
so
me
now I
either.
get bigger weapons. I get more spells.
I think you just gain
Oh.
some hit points.
Yeah, I'm like literally nothing changes for me other than hit points.
Hey, more health is
You
good.
always gain hit points. You have to manually build yourself.
Yeah, nothing changes for me.
Except for increase of hit points.
Yeah, fun.
There should always be something. Like a proficiency improvement. Something.
It would be under your class things.
Oh, I do now have a +6 in animal handling medicine.
Yes.
I was just looking because I was like, I don't know, has
Oh,
Ben
okay.
done anything as a character that would warrant a multi-class? But I
My
don't think.
perception and my medicine have gone up by 8.
Nice.
Or not by 8, but they've gone up to 8. Sorry.
Yeah.
Do I have any? Am I able to use any of my other spells? That is a good question.
Perhaps.
Dang it! I'm 1 level off from using Time Bomb.
Oof. Time bomb.
Zaworldo, basically.
Zawardo.
I do question. Since Fen has gotten more training, could Fen technically multi-class as a ranger?
If you would like to put a level into Ranger and multi-class that, you may.
Yes, a level 1 ranger and
Yeah,
just still
'cause
level
I'm
8.
like-
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm like, Fen. I feel like Fen has training now and is actually like, more of like a warrior type than he was.
Oh, I know what I'm gonna
Multiclass and
level up into. I'm
ranger.
gonna level up my rogue because I get uncanny dodge. Starting at level 5, an attacker that you see hits you with an attack, you can use a reaction to half the attack's damage against you. Doing that.
I can choose a favorite enemy. What do B?
Oh dear. Just a sec, there's drunk people.
No, no.
Oh dear.
College.
So much.
God, it's the fairy godmothers!
It's the fairy godmother.
They've escaped!
Oh, I get another
You're on
language
my enemy.
apparently as well.
D8. I'll let you get it.
Fuck, I get another
And
language.
there goes all my dice.
Oh no.
Shit. I guess I'll go with Elvish. Do we have elves in our world actually? Would there be any like reason anyone would know Elvish? Actually,
Languages are not really exactly the same, so Elvish
I know that I know
wouldn't exactly
a few,
be
languages.
Elvish.
well, because I have a thing called favorite enemy as part of Rogue.
Mm-hmm.
I have an enemy which I get like better checks, like wisdom checks on. And
Yeah.
I chose beasts. Geez, can't pronounce that apparently. Which is like pretty much animals esque.
Yeah.
And then it's now having me choose a language, and good lord, there's so many of them.
Well, in universe, what race do you think their language you would want to learn?
I'm also kind of going with what would make sense for my character.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I was thinking Elvish, because I was thinking, like, forest dwelling.
Yeah.
That or Halfling. I'll just go with Elvish. If I never use it, I really don't care. That's fine.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, Natural Explorer. Well, that'd be forest.
Leveling up, it always takes a while. Because
You shut it.
everybody's figuring things out.
Yeah, I'm figuring out an entirely new class, so.
I know, we did that a while ago with, when Jade was putting stuff into Wizard. So, I know how it be. So,
We're all good. We're all good.
Oh, we are now immune to being lost, by the way, guys. In forest.
nice.
I have
Except
so
by
much
magical
fire
means.
magic.
Okay.
Alright.
I think
Why is this spell in 2 different areas? I'm so confused. I have-
sometimes like I have Call Lightning twice. There's different like
Yeah, I have-
levels. I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can do.
For mine, my second one does more damage.
Yes.
Yeah,
but
me
it
too.
requires a higher
those
spell
are just
slot.
different levels of the
Yeah.
spell. If
They
Oh,
require
more
a
okay.
different
damage to
spell
the
slot.
higher levels.
Yeah.
You don't have like 2 spells, you just can cast them at different levels.
This is very exciting.
I also now have a nature proficiency, which actually really makes sense for my character, and I don't know why I didn't have that before. I still have a 12 in charisma and an intelligence.
Oh, I think my skills increased as well.
Yep, that happens.
Yes, they will.
I now have a +5 in perception. Sick.
Yeah.
Woo!
I do have a question about this one spell though.
Yes.
It's Flame Blade. Because this summons a fiery blade in your free hand, but I don't have a free hand because I use a 2-handed weapon.
Yeah.
Then I think you just can't
Should I
use
just
that.
not get that one then? Because, like, I added it, but I don't think I should have it.
Hmm.
Sorry, why do beasts have a language?
Learns the bees' language.
Not bees, beasts, like animals.
Oh, I
The
just heard
bees.
bees.
The bees.
Bees.
I think they already
And I'm
know
like, that makes
bees'
sense
language.
if Fen knows how to talk to bees.
Can't talk to animals.
This is a
Yes,
lot of concentration.
I can. Bees. I can talk to bees, apparently, I guess.
Bees.
It's a 10-minute concentration spell. Damn.
Natural Explorer. Great. Yes, bees. I also.
Yeah, I'm just gonna remove that one since, like, I already have a blade, so I think I'm fine. And I already, like, occasionally set it on fire.
Wow.
This is the fun, technical side of D&D, folks.
Yep.
Yep.
I also have a spell that I don't think I'm ever gonna be able to use
What is it?
because it requires a spider. Sorry, Jane.
A spider.
It's
Ben.
spider climb. It provides like the ability to move up, down, and across vertical surfaces. I become a Spider-Man, pretty much, just without the
Yeah.
webs.
Ah, you're fine.
But it requires a drop of fitment and a spider. So
Spider
She'll
web
be
is spell.
fine.
yeah, I have a couple that
If you
require
want it, you
things.
can get it.
Yeah, I know that.
I have it. It's part of like my circle for druid. I have a couple of spells that like require items, and I'm just like, I don't have anything. So
Yeah.
one requires a handful of oak bark, which I could maybe grab while we were in the fucking woods, but eh. I don't use spells a ton. None of my spells are super
Amazing.
useful.
Dessert was great, I presume.
Yes, dessert was great.
I also have a spell that requires incense and a sacrificial offering appropriate to your religion, which I don't have one, together with at least 25 gold, which the spell consumes.
What spell is that?
Divination? Divination?
Oh, divination is really fucking good when it
Yeah,
comes
I can
to,
ask you a question,
Yeah.
and you have to give a truthful reply. It can be a short phrase, a cryptic rhyme, or an omen, or I guess just honestly tell me. I don't know.
Yeah.
It has to be like a yes or no answer, I think.
I don't know. You ask a single question concerning a specific goal, event, or activity to occur within 7 days.
Oh wait, no, that's different. Okay, no, I was thinking of commune. Commune, you can ask 3 yes or no questions to the DM,
Yeah.
and they have to
If you
answer.
cast the spell two or more times before finishing your next long rest, there is a cumulative 25% chance for each casting. After the first, you get a random reading. So pretty much I could ask you, and you could just tell me something completely random.
Yeah.
And it also doesn't take into account anything that may happen to change the outcome,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
such
Hello?
as the casting
No,
of
now
additional
we-
spells or the lost or gain of a companion, which, considering how quickly we gain new people, probably not all that useful for us.
Yeah.
Hello?
Y'all love to collect.
We can hear
Hello,
you, Jade.
Jade.
We can hear you.
Okay. Good, you guys can hear me now. Okay, I got disconnected again.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh, jeez.
Eh. Not as bad as last time.
Oh.
I'm in the other room.
Yeah.
If I use heat metal on myself, what would that do?
What?
Cast heat metal on
You'll take
yourself.
fire damage.
Well, she's.
And she
I
do
have a
that?
resistance to fire.
You'll take
you're
half
not
of
immune.
the fire damage then.
That'd be so funny. Lights myself
Be
on
very
fire.
hard to burn someone like Tagok.
She's
Lights
too
myself on
angry.
fire and launches at Zephyrus.
But look, if she's
Come at
not
me.
immune.
Yeah.
I
What
also
is
I
this
have
spell
no
called?
defense.
Pyrotechnics. That's fireworks and smoke.
I somehow have a
Interesting.
+6 or +5 in intelligence and a +6 in wisdom. What?
Mm.
Like for saving throws. How?
Interesting.
How is Fen doing better in saving throws for smarts?
Smart boy.
Street smarts.
Stay alert
Considering I have
out there.
a 12 in intelligence, a 12 in charisma, and a 12 in strength. I love that.
Swag. So,
My highest skills are still acrobatics and athletics, which makes sense.
Mine is animal handling, medicine, and nature.
Does this count
I
as a
finally-
break?
yes, this is kind
I
of
think
a
it does
break.
count as a
I
break.
think it does.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright.
This is our figuring things out break.
Woo!
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, so it looks like I have just gotten stronger at the things.
Aha.
Yeah.
I like this one called Scorching Ray. That sounds like fun.
Oh, Scorching Rain is good.
Oh,
You
I,
create
I,
three
I
rays
saw
of
that.
fire and hurl them at targets within range. You can put them at one target or several. They take 2d6 fire damage, and it's of the range of 120 feet.
I saw that. I was going through making a new character a bit ago. I was making Natsu from Fairy Tale into a
Oh.
D&D
Yeah.
character. Just for fun.
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, oh, I want to make a character, and then I started making it, and I was like, but what if it was Natsu?
Then there's Aganazar's Scorcher. Wait. Do I need a dragon scale for that? Yeah, components. One of them is material.
Then yes, you will need something.
Yeah.
Like, I have an
I
oak
don't have a
bark.
red dragon scale.
I don't know, are there dragons in our world?
There are dragons in our world, but they're just kind of normal.
Like, have we not met? We haven't met any of them. Why haven't we met any of them? I want
We
to
did,
I
though.
want to pet a dragon.
There was...
We met a worm.
No, there were the dragons at the post office. The postal dragons.
How early was
Postal
this?
dragons.
It was on Ceruleus. Ceruleus has postal dragons.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh.
It's when Kalina sent a letter back to her mom.
I swear I do not remember that.
Well,
You
Kalina and I
could-
were the only ones there.
You could have been asleep.
Yeah.
Also.
Yeah.
I have only fallen asleep once, I will have you know.
Eh. Well,
It
maybe
could
you
have
were
been
just...
during the one time.
Maybe you were just zoning out. Who's to say?
I have zoned out many a times, but I have
Yes.
only fallen asleep once.
Alright.
Eh.
Well, since I
Okay.
don't have dragon scales, I should
Oh, no.
probably get rid of this spell then.
I was just thinking, okay, if there's dragons, Fenn's gonna want to pet one.
Yes. Of course.
I mean, like, first
What?
introduction, like, first section Fen was majorly in, we had the worms,
Yeah.
I think?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, can I have one?
Can I have it?
That was the introduction to what Fen is gonna be like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oreo.
Just like, gimme. Anyways, is everybody sufficiently done with their level ups?
I think I
I
should
know
get
I
rid
am.
of this spell since I don't have any dragon scales to do it with.
I'm pretty good.
To be honest, we don't I don't know if we do it in this campaign, but like in terms of the ingredients that you need, I don't think that we do that.
For most spells, if you have a question about a certain spell, ask me, of course. But most
Yeah.
spells will not have components.
Yeah, because this one does.
And I think what they're saying is that if it is a spell that, like, in normal D&D rules has a component, we kind of waive that. At least that's the gist I was getting from what you
rules
were
lawyers
saying.
can suck my nads.
So yes, so what they're saying is, yeah, if there is a component aspect to a spell, then we, for most spells, are kind of ignoring that.
Okay. Sick. That sounds good.
Although I assume if it's something like deviation, like something really
Yes.
major like that,
Mhm.
that there might be something.
Yes.
I mean,
Of course.
it creates a 30 feet long, 5-foot wide flame, and everyone in the line has to make a dex saving throw.
Are you trying to make them have that requirement?
No, I think that's already there.
No, that's a part of the spell. I'm reading it.
Oh.
No, I mean like I'm saying this and I'm like, do you want them to have the component requirement? I'm joking.
I don't know. I just don't know if it's like a major enough spell to require me to use one.
We can talk about it later. I think.
Yeah.
Because we've been deliberating for a hot minute.
Mm-hmm.
And if everybody is ready to get back into it, we can.
Yeah.
So, you all wake up in the morning. You can hear the chitter chatter of the still hungover duchesses outside in the halls, wandering about, talking with one another. And Kalina, you hear a little knock at your door. And then you hear the door open. And then your mom slowly tiptoes up to the side of your bed and sort of like pushes on your shoulder, wiggles you, trying to wake you up. Come on now, sleepyhead, get up.
5 more minutes.
Don't make me get Tagok in here to rip the blankets off.
You wouldn't dare.
Oh, I would.
Kalina just groans and just slowly starts to get out of bed.
She waits until you're up enough to where she can sort of grab your arm, and she says, "All right now, come on, it's time for breakfast."
Alright, yes, Mom.
She leads you off towards the dining room, where the rest of the party is kind of very half asleep at the table already, or starting to pile in, including the duchesses, who are not quite enjoying the after effects of their partying last night.
Yeah.
Agog's doing fine in the morning.
Morning, yay.
She's a morning person.
Morning people scare me.
Yeah.
Right?
You can wake up. Terrifying.
Yeah.
I've trained myself to wake up at certain times, so it works.
You're lucky.
It's called having a schedule.
Yeah.
Chronic illness says no.
Also, sorry, there might be some people upstairs yelling or whatnot. But hey, such is the life of a college campus.
But everybody is sat down at the table, and breakfast is ready. There are...
Are my siblings there?
Well, you don't see them at first, but then you see Rowan and Amari and Nick all come in and sit down at the table.
Do they take notice of me yet, or are they just tired too?
Nick yawns and rubs his eyes. And he says, "Oh, good morning, Mum. Morning, Kalina." And then he pauses as he's going to sit down. And then he just opens his eyes a little further and looks at you. And he says,
Kalina has like a very smug grin.
he just looks at you, tired, and he says, "When the fuck did you get back?"
Last night,
Yeah.
Nick. give me a hug.
He grumbles a little bit and shuffles around to your side of the table and gives you a hug.
Oh, I miss you.
You can't exactly make out his words as he's kind of muffled since his head, is at your chest level. He's
Yeah.
short.
Ha, short king.
But you think that you hear him say, yeah, I missed you too. Rowan comes up beside you and gives you a side hug and presses their head against your shoulder.
Yeah, the siblings.
Whoa!
Good to see you too, Rowan. How's Amari been?
She's been good. Tired as always, but time's
Bit
coming
expected.
close.
Yes.
Amari just sort of, who's already sat at the other side of the table, just sort of nods as she sips her coffee.
Yeah.
Her hair is kind of a disaster, and she did not care to do anything with it before coming down for breakfast.
Valid.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, very valid.
The pregnant lady doesn't want to do anything with the damn hair. You're gonna have to
Yeah.
deal with it how it is.
Imagine having to
Pregnant lady
style your
don't
hair.
give a shit.
What was that, Ethan?
But yeah, What?
Imagine having to style your hair. Can't relate.
Right?
Bald bitches unite. Points at Jade and
Yo.
Ethan.
Yo.
We shaved their heads.
I'm actually gonna buzz tomorrow.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
But yeah, Kalina, she does look at her siblings and then just say, "Oh, you haven't met the rest of my group yet, have you?"
No, we have not.
Have they even noticed like the shit ton of people at the table?
Rowan kind of like does a little side eye and looks at like the big ass group that's sitting at the dining room table. He's like, "Yeah, you did.
It's like, yeah, that's a lot of people.
There's a lot of motherfuckers."
Kalina does look at Nick and just kind of jokes. Well, one of them is around your age. You two might get along.
Nick
And
like
she kind of looks over at Sarzov.
Nick's eyebrows sort of whoop, and then like looks over at the group like, "Who is it? Who's the child? Who's my friend? Who's the teenager? Whom's my friend?"
Sarzov.
Sarzov, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Sawzoff. As I say very quietly.
Yeah, is it too tired to talk?
Nick waves
You have
to
a
you.
new friend.
Nick waves to you and then turns to Kalina and says, "How do you always find the super tall ones?"
I have no idea. But hey, you should shoot your shot. She kind of elbows, like kind of mutters to him and elbows him and gives him a wink.
He clicks his tongue on the roof of his mouth as he kind of smacks you in the chest. Like, I'm gonna go eat my...
What?
I'm gonna go eat my muffins.
All right, Nicholas.
Don't even. Rowan then goes and sits down next to their wife, and then Nick sits on the other side of the table as well.
Yeah.
Now we've got a full dining room table, family and friends.
Yeah.
Mm.
5 of them very hungover.
Very hungover women.
Yes.
Jeez, how many people are there?
So,
Yeah, doing the math, at least 10.
well,
I have to think more to get more accurate, though.
Nee.
got Kalina, Tagok, Colbert, Clement, Chatu, Jen, Freya, Asumi, Rowan, Nick. 17 people at the table.
My god.
Counting happens.
I also
And
counted.
Asumi counts.
I counted Asumi. I counted the dog. The dog is at the table.
16 and 1 dog.
16 and a dog. We got 16 and a dog.
Yes.
Another one if we count the unborn baby.
Another dog?
The baby. The baby. Not another dog, just another person at the
just the way you worded it. Just because like after like
Yeah.
16 and 1 dog, another if you count the unborn baby, and I'm just like, wait, another dog? Wait a minute.
You're killing me. But everybody settles in for breakfast. There are lots and lots of fresh hot options. Lots of potato,
Potato.
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 Lots of hot sweet rolls with butter. And, you know, sausage links, fresh fruit again, because the fruit is the best.
Yeah, the fruit. Fruit.
Fruit.
Muffins, all kinds of tasty breakfast options. Quiches. Quiche is delicious.
Yes.
Quiche is delicious.
My mom makes quiche very often.
Ooh.
So-
That's in a quiche.
She always takes it to work, and then we get the leftovers. I never get a full quiche to myself. Fetch. But, yes, all the yummy breakfast food options for you to indulge in. And, as you're kind of sitting there, Kalina, you notice that Nick looks up at Clement, kind of
Yeah.
like goes back to eating, looks back up at Clement again,
Oh no!
like, ugh,
Oh no!
and he kind of
Well,
chokes on the food that he had in his
He
mouth,
noticed TM.
and he starts
Oh,
coughing.
no.
He's like, "Oh my stars, Clement, what the hell happened?"
Oh,
Like,
Kalina just. She also just like stops drinking and like kind of chokes a little bit.
And Clement just, well, it's a convoluted story, but, it ends with a snake. I got attacked by a snake. Rowan then sort of raises an eyebrow and says, "What kind of snake would do that damage?" Kalina, you notice that Chatu kind of
Uh...
looking off to the side, sipping his
Yeah,
coffee.
Kalina's also kind of doing the same thing, like, and just kind of proceeds to sip her orange juice.
Mm-hmm.
Those two know and they ain't saying shit.
Clement just very plainly says, well, I'm sure that you've heard about the void snakes that had been causing quite a ruckus in the kingdom. And at this, Amari kind of gasps and like puts a hand over her mouth. Like, oh no. And he says, well, I had a bit of a run-in with one of them almost a month ago. Rowan then says, is the eye okay? Can you still see out of it well? And Clement just shakes his head. He says, nope. Vision's almost totally gone in the eye. I've had to resort to going back to a sword instead of my bow. But at least I can still handle it. He says he kind of smirks a little bit, like, I still got it.
Pat on the back.
Hey, he's an old grizzled gladiator who's still got it.
Yes. Yes, still got it.
He's still got that trauma. Neat. But, they're just kind of like, I see. Oh.
It's like,
Poor Godfather Clement.
It's like, no, our Godfather.
Oh,
The
no.
Godfather.
He is broken.
No, our Godfather.
Our dad.
He's broken.
Our dad. Our dad. He's broken.
Our dad. He's broken.
He's broken.
You have a dad.
Yes. Kalina does speak up again. If it does provide you any solace, nothing else like this has happened since that. In terms of severe injuries.
Looks at him.
Looks
Looks
at
at Colbert.
Colbert.
Don't
Well,
even say it.
aside from... Well, aside from another one, but
I got better.
he's fine.
I got better.
I got better.
I got better. He just speaks up like after like eating a giant muffin. I got better.
I appreciate your reference, my guy. Better.
Kalina just nods, just like, yes, you did, Colbert.
On the plus side, I could turn into a bird now.
Yes, you can.
Your siblings look
Casually
extremely
drops.
confused, mildly concerned.
I got better.
Kalina
Anyway, I
just-
can turn into a bird now.
Kalina just kind of chuckles, just like, you know the Stormhawks, right?
Yes, I am aware of them.
Well, Colbert here was recently accepted into their ranks.
Yep.
Oh,
All I have to do was die.
Rowan kind of chokes on his drink a little bit,
Bro.
and then Amari
Had to
like
do was
goes to
die.
smack him on the back to, oh dear, oh honey.
Oh, honey. Look at what you did to them.
Tega glares at him and goes,
Almost
"You're
died.
fine now."
You're fine now. Stop being dramatic.
Colbert is cackling. He knew the reaction he was gonna get, and amazing.
You're fine.
If it made Kalina laugh. If it made Kalina laugh, then...
Oh my god.
You can see that Gwendolyn
yeah,
at the end of the table is sitting
I
there,
saved his
like
sorry
mouth
ass.
open, hand over chest, like, oh my god.
Oh shit, what would my mom think of that?
Yeah, your mom's gonna kill you. Don't you go
Again.
and die on me, I'm gonna kill you.
Oh, if you do that, I won't be able to come back. I only have one freebie.
You need to give another smooch to that. to
Yeah,
that
true.
Grim Reaper.
Don't you have 9?
No,
He's a fish!
the reason he
Oh,
had
he's
an
a
extra
fish
life
character.
is not because, you know, cat.
I
He
made
made
out
out
with
with
the
the
Grim
sign,
Reaper.
but
He-
not Colbert.
He kissed the ferrymen of the underworld.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Payment for the trip. And he's like,
Sarzoth
when
is
he
speechless.
jumped at the opportunity.
I want to kiss him.
He was cute. Had a belt. Great.
You're charmed
It's
by
a good
anyone that
movie.
has a boat.
Oh shit, he's
yeah.
got a boat. I'm gonna kiss the fuck out of him.
Why wouldn't I?
I love you very
God.
much, Audrey. Oh, stars. I have to show you what Sharon looks like, of course, because you know.
Yes, Jade, you're right.
That man is what
Ooh.
Katsu all the
Ooh.
singing.
Sharon.
His name is Sharon. It's who Colbert kissed.
Yes.
Ooh. Damn, Colbert, give me some of that.
Yeah, but you're gonna have to get escorted across the river Styx.
Yes.
You know,
Don't dip your toes in the water.
Caligon.
Don't
You
dip
know,
your
that's-
toes.
Don't dip your toes in the water.
Oh,
Dip
That's
your
where the
toes.
dip my toes things come from on Colbert
Don't
things.
dip
He's
your
like, I'm gonna dip my
dip
toes
your
into death
toes,
water.
you'll die.
there's
Because
There's
he
a
fell
price to
asleep during the
everything.
You
explanation.
forgot the
of
death waters.
you know, there's a price to everything. It's just
Sometimes.
Oh,
Gotta
God.
you know, the river Styx may
Anyway.
be absolutely terrifying, but
Sometimes. Yeah.
Anyway.
Homosexuals. All of the homosexuals. So gay.
We're just lonely, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, man. We've been going through it.
maybe that's just who I am. Maybe I was born this way.
Maybe it's Maybelline. Maybe it's clinical depression.
Are we ready to continue?
Yes. Yes, we are. But
Oh my God.
so yes. Everybody's kind of just like, what the fuck? He
Just like
died.
Colbert.
First they were worried about Clement, and now they're like, this child died?
That child?
You are small and baby faced. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Babied face.
Kalina does speak up. But yes, he is alright.
I should hope so.
Would be here if I wasn't.
Gwen just kind of leans back in her chair and sips her coffee. Like, oh god.
She's
what
like,
am
my
I-
daughter's been away for a month and a half.
And all this shit happens.
Considers
What else has
retaking out the
happened?
Alcohol. I mean, I murdered someone.
Pulls out flask from the fucking bucket and pours it in the coffee.
Oh God.
She says,
Kalina.
well,
oh, go ahead.
Anything else interesting happen on your little adventure so far? She says, not really expecting anything. Hoping for nothing.
Kalina just says, well, I will admit that that isn't really even the half of it.
She gives you just an exasperated look, like, oh, really? Oh, there's more.
Hey, we're okay. We're okay. Honestly, we weren't expecting all of this either, but nothing in life ever really goes to plan now, does it?
That is true. The duchesses, you hear them kind of, yeah. And then one of them says,
Yeah.
well, Kalina, go on. Spill the tea. She says as she, like, holds her teacup out. Spilleth the tea, wench.
Oak.
Copper will kind of say under his breath, how many gods have we met so far?
Like, just kind of
All
muttering
of
to
them.
himself, just like, how many gods have we met?
I gotta count on my fingers.
Oh,
Exactly.
5, 6, 7,
But does
8?
anyone has anyone
8?
heard that though?
Technically 10.
Wait, no, 9.
Yeah, oh my god.
9. 9
10 if you
gods?
count the 2 encounters that some people have had with Zephyrus.
Yeah.
That would make 10 then.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
But yeah,
spilleth the tea, wench.
Kalina just... She does clear her throat a little bit.
So, I
Well.
got kidnapped.
But...
Can't say that in front of mom.
Oh,
I don't think we should. I don't know if we should mention to my mother that we have
You
met
got kidnapped?
literal gods. Also that, because otherwise she might try to go to the deep realm herself and strangle Kane, and she
Yeah.
could if she wanted to,
Yeah.
just out of pure spite.
I'd probably go with her. Just
Yeah.
to make sure her shit was fine.
Supervision.
Yeah. And Kalina's not far behind, just like, Mom, please.
We also probably shouldn't tell her that I murdered someone.
She wouldn't be
Yeah.
surprised.
Yeah, she wouldn't be
Sounds off.
Let's be
surprised.
fair.
Probably not, given all the rumors, but no.
Yeah.
Sarzoth doesn't say anything, but he's just like picturing smacking the teacup out of her hand. And you can just kind of see him visibly thinking really hard.
Yeah.
Spilling the tea. Literally.
But yeah,
Impulsive.
Kalina just
Smack it like
says,
a cat.
well, we have visited quite a few places all around Vera. I'm quite certain you're aware of Ceruleus, the Flying City.
Oh, yes.
Yes, that's where we're stationed right now.
Ooh, how exciting.
Yes. Thankfully, the commander of the ship is able to work with us to get to where we need to go.
One of the duchesses leans forward and she says, that commander, I've heard a lot about her. What is she like?
She's something.
She kinda-
Very brash, but she obviously cares a lot about her city and her people. It's very admirable.
The one duchess leaned forward a little bit more. She's got like her hands, like her chin resting on the backs of her hands, and she says, is she as pretty as everyone says she is?
The fucking hate.
Yes, I would say so.
The duchess
And as far as I know, she is single.
The duchess
So-
kind of grins a little bit. You remember that this particular duchess, she is a widow.
Oh.
And
she's lonely.
not long after her husband died, she realized that she preferred women more.
Oh.
Nice.
So, lonely
I
middle-aged
mean, good
woman.
for her.
Yeah.
Good
Lesbian.
for her.
She just kind of smiles and is like, she's single.
A single Pringle.
What's
Her friend next to her kind of like smacks her, like, stop being a fucking lesbian. Stop it. You fucking lesbians.
But yes, as far as I know, she is single. So, if you would like, I could put in a good word for you.
She kind of like smiles excitedly and bites her lip and she's like,
Oh.
I would perhaps like that.
Oh dear. Oh, I'm very. Oh. Tempt. So, this is out of character, me talking.
Mm-hmm.
Should I mention something about Clement and Chatu?
I mean, you could.
Or, like, allude to
You
it?
could embarrass them.
You definitely could.
It would be embarrassing for
Yeah, I
Chatu
definitely
only.
could.
Because he's shy.
Yeah. Kalina, like, she looks back to her mom. But yes, quite a lot has happened since we've not only boarded Ceruleus, but been basically all over the world so far. There's been quite a few scuffles. Some relationships were formed. As she, like, kind of glances over at Chatu and Clement and just kind of continues to sip her orange juice before just, like, looking back at her mom.
Gwendolyn, like, as you say this, she goes from looking at you and she, like, turns and tilts her head at the same time, and, like, stares. Like, Clement, when were you gonna tell me? You've been a bachelor.
Wait, what? Looking at me? Just like
no,
alluding that like
Clement. Looking at Clement.
Okay, sorry, it cut out on my end.
She's just staring at Clement, like, you bitch. When were you gonna tell
You
me?
motherfucker.
And Clement just continues drinking his coffee.
It's like, not now, Gwendolyn. I haven't had my coffee yet.
Talk about it later.
Sips quietly in the corner.
Oh, and there is one other thing that, well, specifically I've learned, and it's not much, but I'm proud of it.
What's that, dear?
And she, holds up her hand and makes a little ball of light. Guess you can do some magic.
She, like, immediately, like, smiles, like, mouth open smile, and, like, clasps her two hands over her chest, like,
Is that my baby?
My baby.
and, like, she looks like she's about to cry a little bit. And she's like, oh, we haven't had somebody in the family be able to do that in years.
Yeah. I mean, I can't do much more than this, but I'm still happy with it. You know, I've always wanted to do magic.
She nods. She's like, oh, I'm so proud of you, babe.
Maybe in the future you can do some more.
Yes, possibly. I don't know if I'll be able to get to your level, though. You've been doing it for quite a while.
Yeah. Well, for me, it kind of does come naturally, being a fish boy
Yeah.
and all.
Yes. Yes, my family hasn't had many magic users in recent years. As far as I remember from our history, we actually used to be a huge family of druids.
She nods. Gwendolyn nods and she says, yes, the Brightwoods come from a long line of druids who were devout followers of Abelet and specialized mostly in light magic.
Yes, exactly. But after we became nobility, we didn't have to use our magic to protect others anymore. At least as often, so it just sort of faded away.
It's a shame.
Yes, quite. But hey, at least there's this. She says as she kind of holds up her little ball of light and just kind of lets it float into the air.
She looks at it and at you and she just looks very proud.
Oh, Mom! Mom! But yes, we've learned a lot on our journey. And there's still plenty more to learn. We've still got many things to do. It is nice to be back home, though.
I'm so glad to see that you all are safe.
Yes.
I'm so glad to see you've made so many new friends.
Yes, Mom, I know.
And she looks over the group and she's just smiling. Yeah, my daughter has a
Yes,
magic
I'm so my daughter has so many friends.
Yes.
She's finally going out and being social.
And not just for work.
Yeah, she's making friends and not just work friends.
Yeah.
Work friends.
Technically, all are work
Yeah,
friends.
Yeah, technically, but still also friends.
It's a different vibe.
Work friends, they're friends
Yeah.
out of work.
Exactly. Yeah, Kalina laughs. She's like, yes, Mom, I've made friends. Not just work friends. For once in my life.
That's good. Good to hear.
Yes. God, I also got another tempting thing.
What?
Do it.
Oh. Sorry, I thought I heard something outside, but, Pharaon. Would Kalina share that? That's the question. Or would somebody
Or would
ask?
someone else say it?
Yeah, or would someone else ask or say it? I will say if someone asked, Nick
Yeah,
would...
Nick of all people.
No, if someone... yeah, not that
Protective.
Nick would ask. Yeah, Nick is very protective. Protective younger sibling. Because reasons that we might get into later. Woo.
Woo. Foreshadowing.
Lord. Yeah, like, like those aunts or, like, other relatives that ask, just like, so, do you have a partner
any
yet?
boyfriends?
Sure, fine.
He's like, are you dating anyone? I bet you that at least one of these aunts, one of these
Probably.
duchesses is gonna ask something like that.
Yes.
Have you met anyone else very interesting?
So, Gwendolyn's like, well, besides your friends here, anybody else that you've met along your way? And then one of the duchesses pipes
yes,
up.
quite a few.
One of the duchesses pipes up and says, anyone you consider more than a friend?
Kalina, at this, she turns the full face blush. Is like, well, we have met quite a few other people, yes.
The duchesses kind of smile and look at each other like, she's thinking of somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Colbert looks sad in the background.
Oh no! Oh, poor fish man.
The poor fish.
Oh.
Fish man.
First he got fried, then he's getting friend zoned.
Fried.
That was
and-
alright friend zone forever ago.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He was
but it's
friend-zoned
happening
before he was
again.
fried.
Yeah, but still, he's just being reminded about the friend zone.
Pain. Fried fish, says Audrey. Fried fish. Tasty.
I mean, it is Friday.
Yes.
Fish fry Friday.
Fish
Fish fry Friday.
God, it was like that.
I had Friday
Couple-
fish fry today, and it was fantastic.
Yeah.
Yes, I know.
But yeah, Kalina is still very red in the face. Just continues to describe the other people that the group has met. I'm not gonna name all of them because there's way too many people. But eventually she does get to Farron. And she grows a little bit noticeably more flustered, if you will. I'm only describing this because words need to recharge for a bit.
Yes.
Nah, you're good.
The fairy godmothers, TM. You can see them sort of grin. They know.
They
Does
gotta
Nick
figure it
notice?
out.
That's the question.
You can kind of see that Nick is just sitting there, very intently listening. Like, yeah.
It's like, alright, who do I have to kill?
Give me a detailed description of the man. I want to know what he looks like so I can kill him. Tell me everything about him. I need to know.
Yeah, Kalina continues. Well, yes, Farron is on Zerulius with us. He isn't a permanent part of our party, but we do meet up with him quite often. Does Kalina notice the look on their faces? As they're just like, uh-huh.
Yes.
It would
She knows
tell.
that look. Whenever
What does
she
he
has.
look like?
Whenever.
What
when-
does his voice sound like?
Yes.
Kalina
I'm
just
trying
sees
to
that
think
look.
of straight people things.
Kalina just sees that look and just says, why are you giving me that look? Oh. Oh my god.
Come on now, Kalina. You've always been so easy to read, just like a book. We can tell that you fancy him.
Hey,
No need to feel embarrassed. He sounds like quite the charmer.
yes, just, well, you know how my last relationship ended.
I know, darling. But he's not a rich man. He's worth giving a chance. And they all kind of laugh at that, like in agreement, like, yes. Yes.
Sarzoth just, like, interrupts a little bit and goes, you know, Kalina's an adult. She can make her own decisions as well as be treated like an adult.
Hey, Kalina's just like, this is my family we're talking about.
Even so. Even my dad doesn't treat me like that.
The Duchess is kind of like, look at you, Sarzoth, and one of them says, you are bold, though. I do admit that for your youth, you have a rather solid look on life. Solid outlook on life. Jesus Christ.
It's okay, you're doing great.
Nah, you're good.
Wow. That was a fucky wucky. A rather solid outlook on life. I can tell that you have an immense amount of respect for Kalina. Which is very good.
Chuckle a little bit and I'm like, uh-huh.
Yeah, Kalina
Yeah,
just
sure.
Yeah, Kalina just like she's sniffing like or like sipping her her drink and she just kind of laughs a little bit and chokes.
It's like,
Yes, respect. That's the word for it.
Respect.
That's how you pronounce it.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Find out what it means to me.
I would respect her a little bit more if she'd act like my mum.
What?
I'd respect her a little bit more if she didn't act like my mom. That's what he said.
Kalina just looks towards Sarzoth, just like, Sarzoth, no I don't.
It's like I kind of snickers.
I kind of raise my eyebrows and lower my eyes a little bit. And just look at you.
Like, yeah, sure. Gwendolyn is laughing behind her hand a little bit. Your own mother laughs at you. Because dang it. Mother behavior.
And just Kalina just sighs and just like, all right.
I kind of take this as a victory a little bit.
Yeah.
Aha!
I really do act a lot older than I am, don't I?
Yeah. Not a whole lot, though.
Eh. I don't know if I've ever acted my actual age.
Hello?
Yes.
Hello,
Yeah, we can
yes.
hear them.
Okay.
Dead and died
I just got
again.
like real quiet for like a solid minute there, so
Oof.
No!
keep going.
I'm having the same issue, if that helps, Jade.
Damn. Back. But,
I don't know. I think it's the weather because I'm in the basement. I'm in the room that I was last time, but it's a lot colder.
oh no.
Mm.
Chilly. Start bringing
Yeah, it's
blankies.
like it's 37 out.
Hmm.
isn't too bad, but it's still chilly.
Yeah. But yeah, Kalina, she just says, I really do act a lot older than I am, don't I?
Nick just nods and looks at you like, uh-huh, yeah, you do.
It's like, oh yeah, you do, I can agree.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I have been getting better about it. Been acting a bit more mischievous sometimes, but I've had a friend help with that, actually.
Oh? Nick kind of just inquires. He's like, oh?
It's like,
Who's been making you mischievous, bitch? Who is it? Tell me more.
As Kalina is about to answer, she kind of realizes that she might not want to mention Kane.
Can't exactly say that.
Yeah.
Can't mention that one. Can't mention that friend.
Can't exactly mention him.
You talk about him without actually talking about it.
How do I... Oh dear.
You've been cornered.
How to describe Kane to people without actually giving away that it's him.
Well, we met him on about the start of our journey. He's very kind. But very... How do I say this? Well, he has a lot of people that he needs to take care of, so... He's quite a powerful man. But thankfully he is on our side, so...
He's just over there sipping. Like, yeah.
He's like, oh, that's my dad!
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't be noticed, don't be noticed, don't be noticed.
Don't be suspicious. 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 Don't be suspicious.
The more you're talking about Kane without actually giving too much away, the more you can kind of tell Nick is getting a little... He's like... Not fully
like, I thought I needed to worry about Pharaon.
But I need to worry about Pharaon, stupid ass. This mysterious, powerful stranger. It's the real threat.
Oh dear.
Because you're being so vague, everybody is kind of very intrigued and sort of waiting for more info about this person. Like, tell us more.
Is that Oh dear. I'm just hoping that whatever they do, that they don't ask for his name.
And I've said that.
Fuck.
He can't say things. But go on, tell them more. Tell them more about him. They're waiting patiently.
Oh dear. Should I say that he's Chatu's dad?
I don't.
That'll freak them out. They'll be like, "Oh my god, he's old." She's really going after older men. Huh?
I get kind of a bad vibe from that.
Yeah, it's also
probably. Yeah, I think I'll pass on that one.
Anything slips out that he's Kane's kid, then they're gonna know about that. Like it's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a good idea.
Alright, note taken. Anyway. Okay, fuck, words! I've been talking for so long!
Describe him. He's on the stream screen. He's there.
Hold on!
Describe him.
Give me a second! Give me a second! Okay.
He has
Well, he's
long
very
black
tall.
hair.
Yes,
Thank you. I could do this! Guys!
She's got it.
I'm sorry.
She's got it.
Well, he's very tall. Long blackish hair, like very long. And he's also quite blind, actually. He has a lot of trouble seeing. He's had a lot of medical issues since he was very young, so I had actually gotten him a staff recently to help him with that, to help him get around and stuff. It's been quite useful.
They kind of, like, the duchesses are like, "Aw, that's sweet."
Yeah, friendship.
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 What?
Did you not hear what Ethan said?
No, like I heard what they said, just the way they said it.
Which is
What are you
what makes it
implying,
funny.
Ethan?
What?
What are you
Implying?
what are you implying?
You know what they're implying.
What are you implying, nature boy? What are you trying to say?
Oh
I'm doing the rock eyebrow raise right now.
no. Take from that one down.
Wow.
Awkward silence.
The duchesses
Yeah,
are like,
hey, I don't know what else.
uh-huh.
What else? Am I
He's hard to
supposed say about him?
describe without saying anything.
He
Yeah.
has a long snake tail.
He lives in the deep realm.
His
He
name
has a
C.
brother.
His name starts with a C.
Oh my god.
We've
That's
got a lot of
right.
C names in the party.
I keep forgetting that Kane is spelled with a C because I keep spelling it wrong.
You keep spelling with a K.
With a K,
Yeah.
because that's how my brain has thought of it, because whenever I see the way you actually spell it, I think of the word cayenne.
I know you
Yeah.
do.
I
It
do
looks
too.
like cayenne.
I know, I'm a white person. I have to do weird white people spelling. Also, I didn't want it to look
He's
too
just
biblical.
Kane.
Yes, Cain and Ablet are literally Cain and Abel. Shut up.
Okay. I never
I'm
put
surprised you know what
together.
cayenne is.
I know
No,
what
that's-
cayenne is.
That'd be me that wouldn't.
Yeah.
I do know what
Ethan's
it
the
is.
one who can't handle pepper.
You shut it.
Can't handle
Make me,
pepper.
buddy boy.
Gross
Can we
session.
continue?
Gross session.
Yeah, sorry.
But the duchesses are kind of like, uh-huh. And then Nick, who's kind of brooding a little bit, says,
Mm-hmm.
"You said he was very powerful. Is he some sort of king or emperor or something of another kingdom?"
Not quite. Well, in a way, he's more like a duke, in a sense. He has his own palace and whatnot. So,
Oh.
to be honest, I've never really thought of him as such. He never really acted like it, like having that position of power.
Your mother, Gwendolyn, kind of scratches at the side of her face and she says, kind of like a duke, do you know the house name of his?
I'm not exactly sure. I feel like he's shared it at some point, but I can't quite remember.
Say it's too early in the morning.
One of the duchesses says, "Well, what's his first name then? Maybe I might know it."
Kalina just kind of looks over to Chatu. Bro, help.
You literally watch as Chatu's eyes like just thin, go whoop to slits like ah shit, motherfucker. They're fucking Charles. Charlemagne. All these fucking names that Shade's putting. Charlemagne. Yeah, Charlemagne. Charlemagne. I can't hear the name Charlemagne without thinking of Charlemagne B from Sonic. Charlemagne B.
Caleb.
I'm dying. Caleb.
Said Caleb, okay?
Point.
It was like I was just saying like Caleb. Caleb.
Caleb? Dies in Caleb. Poor Caleb.
R.I.P. Caleb.
For those unaware, Colbart's player has changed his name to Caleb. So now we have a Caleb.
Yes. Yeah, I was just like thinking of like the syllables and like the sounds, just like Caleb.
The duchesses kind of make little faces, and one of them says, is it Duke? Caleb Edinburgh. That's what I almost said. Jesus. And she's like, "Oh, I'm trying to think." She's like, "Is it the one in the East Isle? The East Isle, near where the old Light Kingdom is? He basically took over, like, the eastern half of the capital over there when it dismantled."
I don't think so. He's from outside of Creedhile.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. I'll have to ask him at some point, but...
Nick is very much like, not satisfied. He's like, "You are avoiding things and I don't like it. I can tell you're lying."
I can tell you're lying.
You're not a good liar, Kalina.
No, she is not.
At least early in the morning. She does have, like, an advantage on her deception check, so...
It's a little too early for that.
It's a little too early for that, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just going with it. And also Nick can probably just see right through anything that she...
Yeah. Brother privilege. I see.
Yeah, like, he's known her long enough.
I know you're lying, fool. But, yes. So... You, you know, continue talking about stuff over breakfast, and, eventually the duchesses leave. Because, they've got work to get back to, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And they bid their goodbyes, and they all come and give hugs to you, Kalina. Because, you know, aunties.
Yeah. Aunties!
The fairy godmothers.
Woo!
What?
Fairy godmothers.
The fairy godmother.
Giving
Oh.
hugs to Kalina.
Yes.
Huggies.
And the other Brightwood sibling.
All the cheering. And then
Yeah, the
they
cheering.
leave. And Mama Brightwood comes up to all of you and she says, "So, are you going to be staying for a few days, or do you have to get back on the road again?"
I do think we'll be able to stay for at least one more day, but not for too long, because we do have to get back onto the road at some point. We are going to be meeting up with the commander of Zerulius in Elmlo.
Ah.
And then we'll be boarding the city there once again.
Taking a little break to stretch your legs and all that.
Yes.
That's good.
We wanted to make a few stops here in Crete Isle, so... And frankly, I think we do all need a bit of a break from everything that's been going on, so...
Yes. I'm sure it's been rather taxing on all of you. And then she gives
Right.
a look to you, Colbart. Mr. I died, but
Mr.
now I'm
died.
fine.
I got better.
I got better.
I got better.
Jesus.
Got better.
Yeah.
It got better.
Yes, he did. But, while you're all sort of standing there, Rowan comes up to the group and they say, "So, I'm sure Mum told you about the cave that has been discovered on the property."
Cave.
Yes, she did.
Well,
Over dinner last night.
well, turns out it runs pretty deep. I had to turn back, 'cause I only started exploring it once the sun went down. But it was
Ah.
much deeper than I expected. If you lot would like to come out
I
there with
see.
me, we could go on a little, venturing party. A bit of spelunking, if you will.
I think that's a good idea.
I don't see why not. Sounds like fun.
Nice. Well,
Sounds good.
he, pulls out his pocket watch and he looks at it and he's like, "Meet me at the front gate in about, 2 hours and we'll start."
Alright, sounds good. See you then. And she does give them a hug and a pat on the head, because they're also shorter than her. Like, everyone
Yeah.
in the family is shorter than her.
They hug you and give you a pat on the back, you know,
She stole all the tall jeans.
all the tall.
Yeah,
it's
they kind
hers.
of ran out of ink with Nick.
He's
So,
so
they kind of ran out of ink
tiny.
with him.
He's so
Winter Jam.
small.
Yeah, he's so small, just like Edward. The dad,
Yep.
who's kind of dead.
Yeah.
He was a short king. Short king.
Shorter king.
Yes,
Even
short
shorter.
king. Yeah, even shorter king.
Yeah. But
It
Like,
gives Colbart hope that, hey, maybe Kalina, if
so
her mom liked short guys, maybe she kind of does too.
Okay. So next session you will be spelunking with Rowan on the Brightwood
Yeah!
property into the cave and seeing
Woo!
what wonders or dangers you may find.
I'll light it on
Ooh.
fire.
Please don't light the cave on
Hang on.
fire.
No.
We
Hancock,
we
no.
don't want a redo of that one ghost town where it's coal burning and it's been burning for 50 years. We don't want that.
It's fine.
Damn.
Fine.
It was
she
one
said.
time.
It was one
It
time.
was one time.
One time.
You set one room on fire, and then suddenly everyone's up at you.
Well, good night, everybody. We will see you next week for another episode of Dungeons
Open
and Dragons Open Hearts. Spelunking stream next
See you
time.
next time. Same bad
Bye.
time, same bad channel.
What?